Heartbeat Alaska would like to thank the following sponsors for making our show possible. Brown's Electric. Thank you, Brown's Electric, for your generous support. Heartbeat Alaska is also brought to you by Frontier Flying Service. Thank you, Frontier, for getting Heartbeat Alaska airborne.
Heartbeat Alaska is also brought to you by Comtech Business Systems Incorporated.
1, 2, 3, 4, let's go.
It's Heartbeat.
It's a fabulous show.
Alaska.
Hi, Heartbeat Alaska.
It's Heartbeat. Alaska.
Pull up a chair and enjoy the show.
Hear it from Sitka to Barrow. Gather around for Jeannie's show. It's the Aleut, the Indian, and the Eskimo. It's the Aleut, the Indian, and the Eskimo.
Welcome one, welcome all.
Hello and welcome to Heartbeat Alaska. I'm Jeannie Green. Thank you for joining us. If you're a first-time viewer of Heartbeat Alaska, we are America's premier Native news and information magazine-style television program. We travel to remote villages every week and share the lives of our Native people with you. And this week we traveled to Bethel, Alaska. We had a cameraman there recently. We've been airing a series of programs on the Bethel National Champions JROTC Marching Group. My reporter called up Master Sergeant Barbara Wright, and she said, this morning, we're heading out to the graveyard to clean it up for community service. Isn't that wonderful? So we visited with them behind the scenes, JROTC, plus we've got a piece produced by Russell Weston. I'll be back with JROTC and community health aides right after this.
Okay, guys, get to work.
Bethel, Alaska. The school year is over, and with it, this season's JROTC program. The seniors among the team have graduated the previous evening. The highest possible honor, a national championship, has already been secured along with the team's place in history. Master Sergeant Barbara Wright has retired from the program and is preparing to leave Alaska. In spite of these reasons to stay home, the cadets and instructors find themselves together once more, cleaning the cemetery on a cold Saturday. But why?
Okay, how you guys feeling this morning? Pretty good. Feeling great? Yeah. Are you guys enjoying this?
Yeah.
Why are you doing this? Why are you out here early this morning? Everybody else is sleeping. Why?
Help the community.
You helping the community? Oh, good. Was it hard to get you guys to come out here and work for the community?
No, Sergeant, we were 15 minutes early.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. So you guys are national champions and you still come out and give back to the community, right?
Yes, Sergeant.
Wow, this is great.
Character. The kind of character born of hard work, sacrifice, and dedication. The kind of character a cadet must develop before rising to the top JROTC spot in the nation.
This is Christina Smith. How you feel this morning, Christina? Speak up.
I feel good!
Did anybody have to make you come out here this morning?
No, I came by myself and my mom!
Okay, are you doing something for the community?
Yes.
Okay, great. So you on the drill team?
Yes.
And you out here now doing great things for the community. Awesome. Is this your dog?
Look up there. Yes, it's the one from the school.
Okay.
I'm willing, Lord, to go. I'm willing, Lord, to stay. I'm ready, Lord, to do thy perfect will.
This young man right here, he's on our drill team. He's on both of the drill teams, and he's on the color guard, the one that ran up second place.
It's been really fun, and I was happy to be able to represent Bethel and Alaska down at the national competition in Daytona, Florida.
I'm willing, Lord, to go. I'm willing.
we basically run the school lunch program, and we get to use the fundraising money from that to do our travels. So about 4 or 5 trips to Anchorage every year, and then a trip down to Daytona, Florida. So we stay pretty busy between teaching and practicing and doing fundraisers, but that's okay. We enjoy it, and it's a labor of love working with these kids because they're great kids. Would you like a hot dog? Paul, you want another one?
This is going to be a great program because I'm leaving some great leaders behind. My battalion commander that I'm leaving behind this year, she's going to be awesome. I always call her a mini-me. She's very, very strong. She knows the job, and she knows just what to do, and she's a great motivator. Okay. She's an awesome motivator, and we'll pick some, and her staff is awesome too. So the program it's going to go up. It's going to be, I believe it's going to be much better than it was this year because the staff and the motivation that I'm leaving behind. And I wanted to succeed. I wanted to be an awesome program because this is the first program that I worked at when I first started out in 1996. And my love have always been for Bethel. And that's the reason when Major Baker called me back, I had no qualms whatsoever to say about, yes, I'm coming back. Oops. Then I told him, I said, yes, I'll come back. There's no problem. What I'm gonna do, well, the first thing I want to do, I want to rest. Because I put in a lot of hours here. And I want to just sit back and think about me for a while. Because I do what they call unselfless service. Everyone else, they're before me. I don't think about myself first. I'll think about everyone else here. So now it's time for me to start thinking about myself. I want to go back overseas and travel overseas for a while, go back to Korea, go back to Germany. And then once I do that, then I'm gonna enjoy my grandchildren. I got some grandchildren that's in Georgia. I have never seen them, so I need to go back there and visit with them for a while, let them know that they have a grandmother. Then, of course, I never could stop working. I'm always gonna work. Because I feel that if I start working, that's gonna be the end of me. I love this town. It's a great town. And there's no way I could stay here without working with the cadets. So I got to leave. But I'm leaving behind some great people. I know that. And I can feel it. Sharita Unan, she's gonna be one of the best battalion commander we've ever had. And Stacy's taking over, Stacy Nanalook, she's taking over the regulation and the inspection team, and she's gonna be awesome too because she, when my commander was gone from the regulation team, she took over and she did an excellent job. So, and I have no regrets. And I know when I leave that this is going to continue to go. And the next person that takes over my job, these kids are used to high standards. That person really going to have to come up to the cadet standards because the cadets knows what it's all about. So the person that's taking charge, you got to come up to their standard. He or she got to come up to the cadet standards. I've had an awesome time, a great time. And everything has to end. So this is the end of it all. And I told Major Baylor, I said, I'm going to work until I leave. And that's what I'm doing. Because I always like to leave. You never know when you're going to meet people again. So when I leave, I want to leave with a good rapport. And that's what I'm going to do.
Flying in Alaska? Fly Frontier, the official airline of Heartbeat Alaska. Frontier is expanding again. They've added new routes to Nome, Kotzebue, and the surrounding villages. As you can see, Frontier is now really covering Alaska. So the next time you fly, try Frontier. Frontier offers quick, convenient check-in, low fares, and service direct to many of the villages. Frontier Flying Service is the official airline of Heartbeat Alaska. Make it your official airline too.
Now's your chance to get that home improvement project you've been wanting to start finished. Because at Northern Interiors, we're having a store-wide sale. Choose from our beautiful selection of kitchen cabinetry and countertops from 10 to 50% off and get professional installation completely free of charge. Durable laminate flooring is on sale now for only $1.79 per square foot. Let us install your favorite brand name carpeting and get top quality 8-pound padding for free. Northern Interiors, kitchens, floors, and a whole lot more.
Mind, body, and spirit. I'm a naturopathic physician. Tobacco is a symptom of often mind, body, spirit reaction to trying to get back into balance. Nicotine's definitely something that's been put on the list as potent and as addictive as heroin. If you look deeper at finding your peace of mind, incredible experience actually. We are how we live, mind, body, and spirit.
Thank you so much, JROTC. Not only are you a wonderful example of discipline, obedience, of character, but you're teaching the rest of us that giving is so very important. And thank you so much for giving not only to Bethel, but to Alaska, and indeed to America. Now, we traveled to other parts of the state of Alaska thanks to Russ Weston, who contributed this video to Heartbeat Alaska. Tradition in Caring. It's a story about community health aides.
The Community Health Aid Program is the backbone of health care in rural Alaska. A product of remoteness and limited transportation, the health aid concept was born of necessity and is unique to Alaska. Volunteers were asked as early as the 1940s to administer medications like penicillin. It was a natural process that local residents would seek these volunteers out for other day-to-day health care matters. Then in the 1950s, an epidemic of tuberculosis spread through the Bristol Bay region. The Public Health Service developed a program where, after appropriate training, village volunteers would be responsible for dispensing life-saving medications. As the epidemic was brought under control, many of these volunteers remained active in attending to the daily health care needs of the local residents. Often these providers would be the only hope for immediate treatment during emergency situations in remote villages. In 1968, the Indian Health Service was successful in obtaining congressional funding to provide training and pay for health aides. Along with this formal legislation came a title, Community Health Aid.
When I was a child growing up, we did not have community health aides. And it was very difficult for people to sometimes travel to Dillingham to receive any type of medical care. So with the community health aid program, that has markedly improved health care for our people.
Today, there are approximately 70 community health aides and practitioners serving throughout the communities of Bristol Bay. When a position becomes available, applicants are recommended by the community and then hired by the Bristol Bay Area Health Corporation. In order to qualify, each individual must meet the following minimum requirements: become a resident of the community, be able to read and write English, be conscientious, reliable, and able to protect patient confidentiality, be physically able to do the job, be acceptable to most village residents, be willing to leave home for periods of up to 4 weeks for training, be available to work year-round, have a basic knowledge of math at the 8th grade level with knowledge of decimals and fractions.
I think Bristol Bay Health Corporation has led the way in getting the health aid competence level increased to the point that it is a professional level position now. Bristol Bay was the first to have the higher literacy requirements. It was the first to advocate more functions for the health aide in the clinics.
All new employees, including health aid trainees, attend orientation in Dillingham, which includes information on payroll, safety, confidentiality, and employee benefits. Health aides work closely with a referral physician by telephone and during village visits. The community health aide's job is demanding and challenging. It requires a dedicated person who is willing to be on call 24 hours a day and who sometimes may have to work with family members who are injured or sick. It is difficult to remain neutral and unaffected by outside influences within the village, but the community health aide must remain focused in order to provide the very best possible health care. It is crucial that a community supports the health aides. Sometimes when a health aide is taking care of a person that is injured, there are many tasks to be done. If there are other EMTs in the village as well as a village response team, the health aide's job will be much easier, and the team effort will result in better care for the patient.
Village support of health aides is real important. We're dealing here with between 20 and 30 villages, and we see all types of support and non-support for health aides. The ones that are very successful are those villages and health aides who treat each other on a somewhat professional level, where they are able to respect the health aide's function and respect the health aide's professional time and personal time.
Community health aides provide emergency care, care to patients with ongoing health problems like diabetes, and other care like prenatal and well baby exams. They also provide health education to patients, schools, and their village, depending on the specific health needs of that village. For instance, most health aides provide preventive dental hygiene services like teaching proper brushing techniques and performing fluoride application. Most health aides don't mind being called at night for a real emergency such as accidents, chest pain, complications of pregnancy, or infants with high fevers. Villagers should try to come to the clinic during regular hours for non-emergencies such as colds, sore throats, earaches, small cuts, or bruises. Health aides will make house calls if necessary, but must limit them to elders who can't easily travel to the clinic or leave the home.
The health aide gets burnt out and tired out on the non-emergency things, and then when the real emergency comes, you already have a tired health aide because she's already been out twice that evening doing this and that, or up twice even in the middle of the night for something that wasn't a true emergency. And so you start out in the most serious situation with someone who's already tired. And to me, that's the real danger of non-emergency after-hours calls.
In addition to providing patient care, community health aides must maintain their clinic by completing clinic management duties. Responsibilities include maintaining patient records, ordering supplies, restocking medications, regular service of medical equipment, and writing and submitting reports. Funding for individual village clinics is provided through the Indian Health Service Clinic Lease Program. The Bristol Bay Area Health Corporation and the IHS will assist in procuring the necessary medical equipment. Each village is responsible for maintaining the clinic and making sure it is a safe and healthy place for the community health aides and the visiting health care providers. Sometimes a community health aide must travel with a very sick or injured person to the hospital if they must be medevaced out of the village for long-term care. When it is a family member or friend, this is particularly hard on the community health aide. During this time, it is important to remember that the community health aide has feelings and a family too and may need additional support. One of the important ways villagers can help a community health aide is by remembering that patient records are confidential and that it is not proper to ask a community health aide to talk about other patients. Keeping appointments, taking medications that the community health aide provides the patient, and following other medical instructions will help reduce the number of times someone must visit the clinic.
There are many things that we as people can do to better our own health care. We can not drink alcohol. We cannot smoke cigarettes. We can use helmets when we drive snowmobiles or four-wheelers or even bicycles. And when our community health aides make recommendations like that, it's not because they're trying to take away some of your freedoms. It's because they're trying to better your health care.
It is rewarding to help people and know that you can make them feel better. But often, villagers don't recognize that health aides can only do certain things. Community health aides consult with doctors and refer patients to hospitals and other medical providers when their training and experience are limited. The community health aide that receives support from the village is a much happier employee and likely to continue in the position. Each health aide receives approximately $16,000 in training. Knowing the needs of the community health aides and the clinic makes the best use of this training. Some of the things a community can do to help are form a village response team, provide a vehicle for the community health aides, provide for their safety, provide a handheld radio for on-call health aides, honor their time off by not calling them, be realistic in what they can treat with their training and experience, respect confidentiality, provide needed equipment, keep the airport open and lit, invite them to council meetings to discuss health care issues. Provide clean and safe accommodations for visiting health care providers, make and keep appointments, and practice a healthy lifestyle. A community health aide that feels he or she receives support from their village is more likely to stay in the job and be happier.
There we go. You ready? Okay.
While community health aides or practitioners vary widely in personal characteristics, they all are bound by the common thread of commitment and caring. If you fit the basic criteria and can provide the same level of commitment, call your local clinic or contact the Bristol Bay Area Health Corporation at 1-800-478-5201. Be a part of a tradition of caring and commitment. Community health aides and practitioners are the life-saving element that can make the difference.
I met him on the Powwow Trail. He was singing and I was a dancer to the heartbeat drum, hey ah, oh. Long summer nights, falling in love. Don't ever wanna part, don't ever wanna say say goodbye.
Thank you everyone for joining us for Heartbeat Alaska Native News and Information. I'm Jeannie Green, bringing you stories from remote villages around the state. God bless every one of you. And join me again next week, won't you, as we travel to rural Alaska.